What's going on, guys? Welcome to Module 1, Product Research. So for product research, the whole goal is to get an item that sells as quickly as possible, obviously. So our main goal when doing product research for products on Amazon is to get ranked as high as we can for a certain keyword. Now, I always use the example of camping hammocks. So for that, let's say we can type in lightweight camping hammock, waterproof camping hammock, nylon camping hammock. We can type all of those in, and we'd want to be at least on the first page for all of those if we were going to sell a camping hammock. Now, don't go look at that product. That's a very competitive product. I'll get into that in the next video. I'll show you examples. So the whole goal, get ranked as high for a certain keyword on Amazon or multiple keywords that relate to our product as we possibly can. Now, the higher ranked you are, the more sales you'll get. And the more sales you get, the more you move up on Amazon. What Amazon does, they don't share their exact algorithm, but it is very dependent on how many units you sell a day. So someone who sells 20 units over someone who sells 10 will most of the time be ranked higher for different keywords, depending on what keywords people use to search and buy their product. So what we're looking for when doing product research is, first thing is, how many units are they selling a day? So I'll usually set a minimum of, okay, I want to sell at least 10 of this item a day. Otherwise, I'm not going to go after it. Next is, how competitive is it? Now, we can kind of gauge competition by reviews. So if someone's the first listing and they have 700 reviews, next guy has 500, 200, 100, you're not going to be able to get that many reviews, even organically. So those are pretty competitive. Those are kind of something to stay away from. If you see stuff with like 25 or 50, we can kind of get in there. Now, reviews don't always mean it's super competitive. It really depends on sales and the reviews and how good their listing is. But most of the time, reviews are a great way to gauge competition, because if someone's selling 100 units a day, they're most likely going to have a lot more reviews. So it's going to be difficult to compete with them. Next thing I look at is, this is kind of be the first thing, is the item patented? So go on Google Patents, do a search for multiple different versions of whatever keywords for that product, because even if there's people on Amazon selling it and there's people in China supplying that product, it can still have a patent. That happened to me on one of my first products. I sold it for 6 months, and then I got a letter being like, saying this item is patented, you can't sell it, we're going to sue you if you keep selling it, take it off now. It's like, okay, I'll take it off. And I didn't even know. I never even crossed my mind to look at that. But every time now, Google Patents, or if you have a lawyer, ask him to look it up for you. But Google Patents has most of them. It won't be an issue you'll run into a lot, but just know, even if there's people on Amazon selling the exact same thing, it can still be patented. Next thing is, we look at, what are the weight and dimensions of this product? So how big is it? How much does it weigh? The reason this is important is because we're shipping from China to the US, which weight and size matters for the price. And then in Amazon, they'll charge you for how heavy and how big an item is when they ship it out. Because we're using fulfillment by Amazon, so when we buy units, we send it into Amazon to have them ship our products when they sell. They do charge a fee for that. But then that is how you qualify for Amazon Prime. So if you do send your items into Amazon, have them fulfill them, which 100% of the time I would do, your sales will increase 10 times if you do that, rather than you fulfilling it. And then you don't have to do work as well. Weight and dimensions matter for your fees, which we'll go over in a video or two about different fees for different weights, and the FBA, which again is fulfillment by Amazon fees, to have them ship it out for you. So normally we'll be looking for something that is under a pound, pound and a half, and can fit in a shoebox. Normally fees won't be too bad on that, and we'll still have a nice profit margin on stuff like that or smaller. Another thing we'll look at is, how well is their listing done? Do they have really nice images that show the product and it being used and how it works? Is their title optimized for different keywords and explains the product well? Are their bullet points short and concise but show the benefits of the product? And how well is their description done? Now, we'll dive deeper into those in Module 3 when we go to creating a listing, and you'll really know how to look at those later on. And then again, we look at all of the products on the first page pretty much, or at least the top 10 or 15, to see if they meet the criteria for being competitive, getting enough sales, what are the weight and dimensions, and how well is their listing done. So let's say first 5 have 100 reviews, and then the rest all have 2 or 3. That would still kind of scare me, probably be too competitive. So we want to gauge kind of the top 10 and see if we think we can get ourselves in there somewhere for that most broad keyword. And if we can, and it meets all criteria, then it's probably a great product to start. We just have to look at a couple other things, which will be in the next video. So that's going to be all for the first video on Module 1. Next video, I will be showing you the tool I use to do product research and showing you examples of products that are too competitive, not competitive enough, so it doesn't have enough demand, and a product that would be great to start. And I'll just see you guys in the next video.